Thailand embraces 5G for quite some time, but 5G here is known for the mobile and internet services. But actually 5G go far beyond that, so especially in the healthcare and the education industry. Find out more about what 5G can offer to Thailand with this interview with Mr. Ludwig Landgren, the Ericsson's VP Cloud Software and Services, Southeast Asia, Oceania, and India. So, first of all, welcome to Voice of the Nations and welcome to Thailand. What is your purpose here this time in Thailand?
Well, great to be here. Great to see you, Nina. Great to be speaking to the nation. Great to be in Thailand.
Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you. So we're here for the conference for Digital Transformation Asia. Mm-hmm. This is a big conference about collaboration in the 5G era.
Mm-hmm. So you are the representative from Ericsson's. What is the purpose for Ericsson's to be in this conference?
Well, if we look at it, if I answer the question directly, it is to make 5G make money. This is what it's about. And why I say that is because 5G is coming so fast. In Thailand, it's already launched. If we look globally, there is how many? There's 1 billion customers already, 1 billion using 5G already. But there's 6 billion mobile users in the world. So now is the growth phase, to grow to that 6 billion. And that will happen very fast. It will happen from now until 2030, and then 6G will take over. Uh-huh. But the really exciting thing, and why we're here, is to make 5G make money. And we can do that in two ways. So our customers first, by going to 5G, mm-hmm. they already make more money. Why? Because the capabilities of the network are much better, and the cost to run the network are lower. So there's already an advantage just by going to 5G. But really the exciting thing, and why we're here, it's about enabling all of the advanced capabilities of the network. That is really the cool thing about 5G. Because if you look at the subscription that you have, the subscription that I have, all those 1 billion customers, they have exactly the same experience. It's the same. There's no differentiation really between all of these capabilities or the subscriptions that they have. So with 5G, there's a possibility to differentiate. And the differentiation in 5G is called slicing. So network slicing and orchestration, which is a great new capability that we're bringing to market.
But 5G, as normal people know, is about network.
Yeah.
But there's more than that. There's more beyond that 5G. So what is the benefits of the 5Gs, or especially for business owners?
Yeah, so for business owners, if we look at let's say the first new application that 5G users are using, so apart from mobile broadband, the number one application is called fixed wireless access. So that's no more using a fiber access to mm-hmm. wherever you are. It's to use instead the mobile network to be the access for the access point. It can be a 5G access point, it can be a 5G combined with the Wi-Fi access point. So no longer need to have a fixed network.
So basically, could you elaborate more on this?
Yeah, I'll give an example. So Thailand is a perfect market mm-hmm. for this. There's a lot of smaller shops, and there can be many shops and schools or rural areas, because with the mobile network you can cover a very large area mm-hmm. very fast. So take for example in a rural area that you want to cover, for instead of pulling a fiber, you can now use the 5G network to enable that area. So with 5G and fixed wireless access, we believe that it's not only creating great benefit for the population, but it's also creating great benefit for the GDP growth, because it automatically spurs other type of industries by having that connectivity.
Mm-hmm. But I would like to focus on business or B2B as well. Mm-hmm. When I mentioned about 5G, it's not about network, because we have the operators.
Yeah.
What about if the customers would like to use the 5G beyond just being the network? How would they do it? Or what are the possibilities for them, opportunities?
I mean, so the possibilities are really in terms of better efficiency. So one was this fixed wireless access example. So that's very, very quickly being able to utilize it. And I'll give an example, maybe in construction, for example. So in construction, you're going to build a house or you're going to build a shopping center or something, then there needs to be some security cameras maybe to check that everything's going all right. Maybe there needs to be a connectivity for everyone that is in that space to use it. So with 5G you can enable that very, very quickly. Another example is about creating efficiency in something that's more secure. So that's, for example, banking industry. So banks, they would want to have the connectivity on a very secure network. And with 5G, you can slice the network. So that means that for the banks, they can have a separate, secure slice of the network to enable their services. Another example is in manufacturing. So take automobile manufacturing or IT. Thailand is very big in IT manufacturing. You create a lot of great devices for the world, so thank you very much. But these are not done by humans mostly. It's done by robots. And these robots need to be connected in a very secure and efficient way, because if they stop working even for a few seconds, then you lose productivity. So 5G can enable that type of productivity gains. So for all these different verticals, whether it is for manufacturing, whether it's for home and healthcare, it creates efficiencies for these industries.
So Thailand already has 5G, but is Thailand ready in terms of to support business operators?
Absolutely. Thailand is a super exciting place for this. It's a young population. There's a big inflow of people all the time into Thailand. There's a good inflow of business. There's so many smaller business in Thailand. And I think smaller business are really the ones that have a great benefit of 5G.
But apart the phone operators, who are the customers of 5Gs? In terms of business owners, what are the industries that are the customers of 5Gs?
It's everyone. There's not really one industry, but many industries are looking into it in different ways. So I was talking about manufacturing, which is really about the connectivity of the robots. But another industry which is becoming increasingly important is around healthcare. So remote healthcare. You might also want to do remote operations or remote checkings of your patients remotely, and this is something that requires a very strong and a good connectivity, which 5G can enable.
You are looking after ASEAN and also Australia.
Yeah, Australia and India.
And India. What is the potential for Thailand to grow further for 5G?
So I think Thailand is the wave of 5G now, actually. So Australia was quite early in launching. Actually, Thailand was also quite early in launching. Our customers here are very advanced. But now is, you could say, the growth phase. So the early launch was around technology. So moving to 4G to 5G was around technology. Now is about enablement of the capabilities in the network. So the capabilities of the networks are slicing, so to create differentiation between different users. It's about exposure, so that is the location information that is in the network, who you are running, you're using the network. The billing part of the network is a very big change. So all of these capabilities are something that you can expose in 5G, and that was not able before. So what that means is that users of the network can now create their own type of services. So whether it's a consumer that would like to have a slice for gaming, for example, they can create that slice themselves and acquire that. Business owners can take a hotel, for example, they can create a service which is specifically for their needs. And that makes it very easy for our customers that instead of trying to define what is the different packages that they should have for consumers or packages that they should have for enterprises, it means now that customers themselves can create this type of packages themselves, and then becomes like a marketplace.
In ASEAN and within the countries that you're looking after, so Australia and India, I would like to ask which country used the most advantage or benefit of the 5Gs?
Well, Australia is maybe the most advanced. Australia, Singapore, but also Thailand was quite early. In the advanced markets like Singapore and Australia, the coverage is very large. So, for example, if I take Singapore, it's a city-state, right? 95% of the country is covered by 5G already. Whereas you might see a little bit in Thailand that it will depend where you are in the country, whether you have 4G or 5G. The usage that in these countries, Singapore and Australia, is really around two areas. One is for MBB, the other one is fixed wireless access, and now they're working on slicing the network. What is the potential for Thailand?
For Thailand,
yeah,
yes.
The potential for Thailand is really to enable these services here as well, because 5G is very much, and any mobile industry is very much about copycat. So figure out what works in one place and then continue to do the other one. But that doesn't mean that it has to be taking from advanced countries only and taking here. Actually, I see very much movement both ways. So Thailand, being a market that's very unique in its own characteristics, will create own services and new services that we'll be able to take to advanced countries as well.
Another level. But I've heard that Thailand has one of the fastest internets. Is that true?
There are continuous measurements of this. I wouldn't say it's the fastest, but it's on a very good way. In ASEAN, the capabilities are very good.
Since you represent Ericsson's, what could Thailand offer for Ericsson's?
Well, we are here to make business. So obviously, I'm here to meet.
You direct sales.
Of course. So of course, we're here to meet our customers.
Right.
We're meeting AAS. We're meeting True, and these two customers are really working on enabling their 5G network, and we're here to support them.
Last question: what is the this year plan for Ericsson's around ASEAN and also Australia and India?
Yeah, so we're growing a lot in this region. So India is really booming because they just launched the 5G later than you in Thailand. So it's really about building the capabilities in India. For Australia, for ANZA as a whole, as well as for ASEAN countries, it's about enabling the networks that are not yet 5G enabled. In Thailand, the networks are already 5G enabled, so here it's about taking the next step. The next step is around what we call standalone, so that's a 5G standalone core. It's a new architecture technology. The other one is around slicing and enablement, so it's really about monetization of the 5G networks. That's what it's about.
But do you think when is Thailand going to arrive to that level?
I think it will happen this year.
This year?
Yeah, it will absolutely happen this year. We will already see slicing of the network this year. We will already see enablement of 5G standalone in Thailand. We will see monetization of the networks this year.
Okay. So I'm looking forward to get those benefits. But for today, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And welcome to Thailand.
Yeah, thank you. Great
nice
to
meet you.
Great to see you, Nina.
Thank you.